happened to Doug Glatt?
Hey everybody, Chris Bumbray from JoBlo.com here again with another video review, this time of the long-awaited hockey sequel Goon, Last of the Enforcers. Now, the original Goon was a movie JoBlo.com supported in a big way. I actually reviewed it out of TIFF way back in 2011, and when I said it was the best hockey comedy since Slapshot, I meant it, although to be fair, how many hockey comedies have you really seen? Whatever the case, it was a comedy gem giving Seann William Scott what I thought was the best role of his career as Doug the Thug Glatt, a violent hockey enforcer with a heart of pure gold. Now, it's been a while since the first one came out, and the director, Michael Dowse, hasn't come back, but Baruchel, who wrote and co-starred the first, takes the helm with a bold, energetic sequel that seems to be patterned somewhat on Rocky II, although Baruchel's style is madly ambitious, with him having told our own Nick Bosworth on the set visit that this was going to be the road warrior of hockey movies. Certainly, that's what Baruchel delivered, with the carnage on the ice being ramped up in a big way. When the new enforcer in town, played by Wyatt Russell, almost cripples Doug, he quits the game to become, no kidding, an insurance salesman. With a pregnant wife to support and the original's Allison Pill returning as the newly sober and conscientious Eva, he tries to be a regular Joe, but the ice keeps calling him back, leading him to track down Liev Schreiber's Ross the Boss Ray for a little extra fisticuffs training, leading to the big rematch. The fights this time are gruesome, being heavily stylized to the point that they're in no way realistic, but that's the point. Baruchel's trying to make a mark as something of an action director here, and it works, with a refreshing total absence of shaky cam, clean widescreen compositions, and a style that's starkly different from the more punkish aesthetic of the original. All this works really well and gives the film its own flavor. Lest you think it's all action though. The humor is just as bold, with Goon, Last of the Enforcers, the only movie I can think of where a throwaway gag involving autoerotic asphyxiation feels appropriate, and brought down the house actually. Once again, the movie is made by Seann William Scott's earnest, sweet performance as the thick but lovable Glatt, with Allison Pill playing things a little straighter this time, although Elisha Cuthbert, of all people, picks up the slack as her hard-drinking sister in a scene-stealing performance. Liev Schreiber returns as the gung-ho Ross Ree, and he's just as much into it as he was in the first movie, with him more of a Mickey or Apollo to Scott's Rocky, a nice touch. Befitting the Canadiana aesthetic, the soundtrack is filled with classic Canuck cuts from Chilliwack, Gowan, and more. Which brings me to the release plan. Well, Canadians will get this March 17th. Other folks are going to have to wait until late summer when it rolls out theatrically in addition to the Netflix release further down the road. But hey, if you love the first one and you live close enough to the border, take a little trip. It's a really fun sequel and pretty much as good as the original. This gets a proudly Canadian 8 on 10. And until next time, I'm Chris Bumbray from JoBlo.com.
The Highlanders are still here! The Highlanders are here! Highlanders! 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 Highlanders!
You're still here. It's over. Go home. You expecting Sam Jackson show up with an eye patch and a saucy little leather number? Go.